Hey you! Welcome to this new video of this step-by-step. You can do this at home or on a beach or on a bus, anywhere you are. Please keep in mind that in this video or any other videos I do, I might be using products that you don't have access to, whether it's because it's out of your budget or they don't ship to your country. Know that you can always take the technique from it and substitute for whatever product you have available, whether you're just changing up the brand or changing up the colors. This could be done in blues or greens. So let's begin. I've already applied my foundation, my contour, and my brows. I haven't added any color or highlight to the face just yet because I want to work on the eyes first. I'm going to start with this guy here. This is the Giorgio Armani Eye Tint in number 28. It's a nice goldy bronzy color. And I'm going to take that straight onto the eye. And this is going to be blended out more like an all over bronzy, not really smoky, but yeah, I guess kind of smoky. And taking a fluffy blending brush. This is a Smith 232. This is natural goat hair, and I'm blending it with creams, which does not bother me because I thoroughly clean my brushes. But if you are going to use cream products with natural hair brushes, make sure that you get all of the product out. And if you're using a product that is long wearing and sets really well, make sure you get it out soon so it doesn't cake in the brush and you'll end up damaging the brush when trying to clean it out. Is that something that you guys would want? A video on brushes? Brush care? My favorite brushes? How I take care of my brushes? How I clean my brushes? How I dry my brushes? How I store my brushes? Let me know. Now that I have my all over base cream color that I might add to later, I'm not sure yet. I want to go in with a dark brown pencil. This is the Senna Black Chocolate Velvet Eyeliner. And you've seen me probably do this before. I just take it straight into that lash line and start smudging it below. And then run it across the top lash line, making sure I get in between those lashes so that there's no negative space or empty space, lid space, peeping in between the lashes. And then I smudge it out with a dome brush usually. I like it flexible but on the stiffer side, so not a traditional blending brush. Something that's a little bit shorter so you can really move that product around. And now I'm going to add shadow to give that some depth, some chocolatey depth. And I have this guy here. It is the Melt 27 palette. These are the shades. I'm going to take the shade MOXIE, which is on the orange side, and work that on the inner crease, not the inner corner, the inner crease, buffing it out. Same brush that I used to apply and blend that cream base with. I'm going to bring it up to that brow line. So it's going to swoop from this inner crease upward. Taking Naked Sleep, which is very similar to this cream color base in color, but it's matte. I'm going to add that to the inner corner. Blending that in with MOXIE just a little bit. And now I'm taking the shade Whiskey Neat, which is a matte deep brown, and running that on the lash line on the bottom. And then also on the top, working from the outer quarter in. And kind of flicking it out, but not too much. Taking that shorter dome blending brush and buffing out the edges of that dark brown. And then I'm taking the shade Vegas Past, which is a really shiny metallic, and popping that on the lid with my finger because I want smooth placement without the fallout. Fingers help with that. I feel like I want to add a little bit of shape to the eye, so I'm taking that dark brown and I'm just going to place him over my crease slightly and blending him out as I apply. So it's more like a fake crease, if you will. I want it to look more like a shadow than a line. So I applied that darker shade there just to give the eye a different shape and buffed it out with that dome brush. And now I'm going to do mascara and the next eye. Ta-da! Now both eyes are done and I'm moving on to the face. I'm going to bronze up my skin and I'm thinking peach. Peach is going to work well with this eye and not really compete with it for attention. So I'm starting off with the MAC Aaliyah Baby Girl Bronzer, which has a little bit of shimmer in it. And I'm going to start working that onto the top of the cheekbone. I like to place my bronzer first before highlight because I feel that the highlight, if it's mimicking healthy skin, should be on top. I don't know. I feel like it looks more natural that way, as if the bronzer is actually part of my bronzed skin. Can't you tell I'm very bronzed? I've got a tan going on right now, guys. And running it across the bridge of my nose, ever so slightly. On the chin, and making sure I'm working it into the hairline so it doesn't leave a gap between the bronze skin and the hair. Now that I'm back from my trip to the Caribbean, I know it was quick, guys, it was very brief. I'm going to go in with blush. This is the NARS Liquid Torrid Blush. Taking that on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to lightly pop that onto my cheeks with my finger. And it looks pretty clowny right now, but don't worry, I'm going to blend it out with my trusted beauty blender. This sponge is magic, you guys. I've tried to find less expensive alternatives, but they're just not the same. Now for cream highlight, I'm going to take my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal, and this is going to be the base for my powder highlight. Now that my cream highlighter is on, I'm going to top it with this powder, and this is the YSL Couture Highlighter in shade 1. And with a natural hair brush, I'm just going to add it to the top of my cheekbone toward the temple. And since I have more texture in this area of my cheek, I'm going to avoid that with the powder. I just want to layer this. Oh, come on here, cooperate. Layer this on the outside. And lastly, I'm going to work on my lips. Part of my skin prep is to also balm up my lips. So that's been chilling on there for a while. I just blotted it and now I'm going to go into color. I'm going to take the YSL Vinyl Lip Cream in shade number 404. There it is with the applicator. And I'm just going to glide that onto the lips and then blot with my finger. This gives more of a stained effect, but it doesn't take away from the lip hydration. It doesn't mattify it out. I want it to look healthy, but not glossy, but not matte, right in the middle. And I'm going to take some excess that I have on my finger and layer that onto the cheeks again, so I get a little bit of that same tone. I like both of these colors, this YSL color and the NARS Torrid. I've just strategically powdered my face with the La Mer Loose Translucent Powder here around the nose, a little bit on the chin, and slightly on the forehead. And this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do this for you, and I'm so happy to hear that you guys have been liking them. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I have been enjoying reading your comments and your suggestions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.